Good morning. Imagine this. You're standing atop Fort Shirley in the Cabritz National Park, the wind brushing against your face, and before you, the breathtaking view of the Caribbean Sea stretches far into the horizon. The air is filled with the sound of soothe jazz and the lively beats of Creole music, blending together in perfect harmony around you. The vibrant energy of the crowd dances with the music. The smell of delicious food fills the air, and the spirit of Dominica pulses through every moment. This is what Jazz and Creole is all about, a celebration of music, culture, and the rich heritage of our beautiful island, Dominica. And on May 4th, 2025, we will once again gather at Fort Shirley where the magic happens, marking the 13th edition of this incredible festival. I pause to recognize the presence of Honorable Fenella Wenham Shepherd, the parliamentary representative for the Portsmouth constituency, Mr. Gerald Kuzlatig, the chairman of Dominica Festivals Committee, Ms. Ayodeli Andrew, the festival and events manager of Dominica Festivals Committee, our jazz and Creole artists, Shalina and Colin XP, our jazz and Creole fringe partners, members of the media, other invited guests, viewers tuning live on Emonews, GIS, Dominica Festivals, and the Ministry of Tourism Facebook page. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, good morning. My name is Monel Alexis. I am the Public Relations and Communication Specialist for Discover Dominica Authority, and this morning I am your guide for this press conference. Today's press conference is the first step in gearing up for what promised to be one of the best editions yet. We have a fantastic lineup for you. You'll hear from our talented artists who will be performing, as well as organizers behind some of the exciting fringe events that will complement the festival. You'll also hear from key players who will help bring this festival to life. We're thrilled that you're sharing this moment with us. So, good morning and thank you once again for joining us. We begin with our artists. We're going to hear from the artists performing for Jazz and Creole this year. First up, I invite to the podium the one and only Booyah sensation, Colleen XP.
Pleasant good morning to everyone here and those of you listening live via social media. Thank you, Monel, for having me. Protocol has already been established, yes. So for those of you who missed it, my name is Colleen XP, aka the Booyah Queen, and I'm honored to be here, featured on this year's lineup of Jazz and Creole. And of course, when you hear Colin XP, you think bouillon, you think carnavalis, you think high energy, yes? But you should also think versatility. And I'm going to bring the bouillon jazz element at this year's lineup. You're going to witness what I call the sweeter and the softer side of Carlin XP. It does exist, yeah. So we're going to take bouillon and we're going to infuse it with some jazz and some Creole elements that will be palatable to all those in attendance. I promise you an expeditious performance. Oh, thank you. I should know how to use a mic by now, but Jay. I promise you an expeditious performance that you would not want to miss. And I look forward to sharing bouillon jazz with you. I'm also looking forward to some of the fringe events that will be taking place all over the island, like Jazz at Pioneer. And I am especially looking forward to Jazz and Cocktails on the 25th of April, brought to you by the Alliance Française, as this year's honoree will be none other than yours truly, me, the Bouillon Queen, Carlin XP, you know. And I can't wait to see all my sister musicians and fellow queens in the music industry doing their own interpretations, their own vibe, and of course, their beautiful voices on my music. That would be very interesting. I'm looking forward to that. So please mark this down on your list of jazz and Creole things to do this month. Once again, I want to say thank you to Didier for having me. And we can look forward to a Bouillon Jazz Carlin experience on this year's Jazz and Creole, May 4th, 2025. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to all the Carlin XP pages. You could also visit my website at www.carlinxp.com. And I want to wish every one of you an expeditious day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Colin XP. And to ensure that we have an expeditious day, you need to give us a sample of what we can expect from the softer side of you. So I invite you one more time to the podium and ensure we have an expeditious day. You got this. Thank you very much, Colin XP.
Yes, she is. We already did this one in jazz, you know, Stranger. So you might have seen it on YouTube or on my Facebook page, Instagram. But I'm still gonna mellow it down a little bit. I've never done nothing like this before. So amazing, so amazing. Boy, the way you whine, so you got me wanting more. So amazing, so amazing. I'm taking a wine on somebody, but I don't know who you are. Can't remember if I met you already. Maybe I've seen you from afar. I don't know what to do. You got me hooked, got me hooked on you. I don't know you, but I take it. I take it, no wine on a stranger, yes. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord, I don't know you, but I take it. I take it, no wine on a stranger, yeah. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord, and of course, I'm going to call you for the backup, say. Thank you.
We got it. Woo. Thank you very much. And now we're going to have an expeditious day. Thank you very much, Shaq. Up next, we hear from another artist who will be performing at Jazz and Creole. Remember the date, May 4th. And for that, I invite to the podium the one and only sensational Shalina.
I'm much taller than Colin. Good morning, the Honorable Fenello and Shepherd, Mr. Jared Kuzlatigue, Miss Iodel Andrew, the Jazz and Creole artists, Colin XB, the Jazz and Creole fringe partners, the members of the media, other invited guests. Thank you, DBS, Emonews, and everybody here, Dominica Festivals. Welcome. It is such an honor to be on the Jazz and Creole for yet another year. I remembered performing on Jazz and Creole in 2002. 2002, where was I then? All right, and I'm happy to share Shalina with you again. My speech is not going to be as fantastic as XP, and I am going to jump the gun and sing before Monel asks me to. So I'm just gonna give you this one from myself that I did a few years back with Mr. Dion Henderson, and we released it for the first time in Guadeloupe. So I'm just gonna give you a little piece, let you enjoy it for yourself. This love is meant to be. This love, c'est pour la vie. And I can hold you in my arms for eternity. This love, only you and me. Simple comme les raisins, smooth touches feel deep. My mind resists the urge to find your love, so help me be, yeah. Si tu m'as trahi, sache que ça va tout changer. Je suis happé dans tes draps, je suis happé dans tes bras. Thank you so much. Of course, remember to be at Jazz and Creole on the 4th of May. It is always a family event. It's always a place that I would like to spend my 4th or my May or my May weekend. So come and share with me. Okay? Thank you so much.
And thank you very much, Shalina. I'm happy that you took in front. Good stuff. And we look forward to seeing you on the main stage on May 4th. It is going to be a spectacular event, largely because of you guys. So thank you in advance. Up next, we're going to hear from some fringe event organizers. This year for the Jazz and Creole experience, we have numerous fringe events in Dominica, everything to set the tone for the amazing Jazz and Creole Festival. This morning, we'll hear about 4 different events. First, I invite Priska Julian, who will be presenting on Fusion Fridays. This is one of many you should not miss. Ms. Julian?
Honorable Fenella Wenham Shepherd, Parliamentary Representative for the Portsmouth constituency, Mr. Gerald Coles Latte, Miss Ayodele Andrew, the Jazz and Creole artists, Jazz and Creole Fringe event partners, members of the media, also partners, and other invited guests, as well as those tuned in via the live stream on social media. Good morning. My name is Priska Julian. I am the owner and manager of Tropical Blends Cafe and Lounge in Roseau. Tropical Blends Cafe and Lounge is a haven for coffee lovers and digital nomads, and we transform into the island lounge vibe by evening with healthy eating and drinking options, but we also offer cocktails and a vibe at night. We strive to offer all of that to highlight the rich flavors and culture of the island with a contemporary twist. And in keeping with the theme and our brand of twisting things, we have decided that for the entire month, we will be having Fusion Fridays with a jazz element where we have live entertainment every Friday evening. We have a special edition of our menu, so we have additions, mostly fish options. So if you're looking for, especially for the season, you want your grilled fish, the steamed fish, fish kebabs, and so on. All of that is included in addition to our menu. So those of you who already know the menu that we have on Friday night, you can look forward to more on that. On Fusion Friday nights, we highlight local artists for live entertainment. And for this month, they have been bringing such a vibe. We had Carlin XP last week, and she was excellent as always. So I want to encourage you, if you give one more reason to go to Jazz and Creole, it's Carlin XP. She was awesome last week. Before that, we had Shanae and Janice. This week, or tomorrow, we are going to have Abia Israel. And after that, we have Fael Lander. So these artists are going to be coming in and make sure we have the island jazz lounge vibe. That is, we're trying to make this an event to prepare you for the amazing event that is going to be Jazz and Creole 2025. Also on the 20th 6th of this month, which is not a Friday, that's a Saturday, what we're doing is something different. We have never had before a night that showcased the worship music. So we're having a spiritual theme. We're having worship music. We're calling it Kingdom Night as well. And so we're going to have an artist who will be doing a lot of worship music, the Christian themed music, but it's also going to be in a jazz lounge theme as well. We start at 7 p.m., but we do have happy hours starting from 4 p.m. So you can come right after work or you can come later. Happy hours from 4 p.m. and it continues into the evening as long as there's a vibe going on. We are there and we are going. We didn't want to let Colin go last week. Every time she stopped, somebody was starting a song and she had to continue it. So as long as there is a vibe, we are there and we are encouraging you to come to Fusion Fridays at Tropical Blends Cafe. That is upstairs the Prevost Cinema in Roseau, opposite Wheat Church. And yes, and we start at 7 p.m., but happy hour starts at 4 p.m. We're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow when we have Abia Israel. After that, we have Fire Landa. On the 26th, we have the worship jazz lounge vibe with Neressa. And so we invite everybody, and we hope to see you there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Julian. I appreciate the touch of worship within your event. Lovely touch. Up next, we hear about Jazz at Pioneer. And for that, I invite to the podium Higana Dorval. In fact, you'll see her later on today to present another event.
Good morning. Protocol already established. My name is Higana Dorival, and I am here representing Pioneer Preparatory School. Now close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. A schoolyard transformed into a festive jazz village, a grand stage, shimmering lights, the smooth songs of live jazz floating in the air. The mouth-watering scent of popcorn lingers as happy children giggle in delight. Sounds magical, right? Well, that's exactly what you'll experience this Saturday, April 5th, at the Pioneer Prep Grounds, as we host our first ever Jazz at Pioneer, or as our teachers love to say, Jazz in the Yard. It will be a day bursting with live entertainment, featuring past students like Yvonne Marley Smith, our talented teacher, Blessing, and an incredible collaborations from current parents and students like the dynamic duo of Maxine Arlene and her feisty daughter, Camille Rose Esprit, past parents like Colin XP and Cornell Fingers Phillip, interpreting their version of jazz. But wait, there's more. Our lineup also includes Mary Pascal, Fire Lander, Charlena, Niall Grove, and Adina Antoine, all hosted by the ever charismatic Foxy JL. And watch a jazz event without a soul-stirring saxophone. We've got Ranger Man on the sax, ready to set the mood just right, but that's just the live music. The fun doesn't stop there. For the kids, we know our little ones need entertainment too. So we're bringing in Miracle J, the illusionist, a magician who will be working some mind-blowing tricks, because tricks are for kids. Plus, we've got a balloon pit, face painting, ring toss, and a variety of engaging activities to keep them smiling all throughout the evening. For the art lovers, Pioneer Prep takes great pride in its thriving arts program led by the talented Mr. Hilroy Fingal. At Jazz at Pioneer, we will be showcasing our gold-winning art pieces from last week's School's Arts Festival. But that's not all. There will also be select school student artworks and exclusive pieces from Mr. Fingal himself available for purchase. Because let's be honest, jazz and art just make sense. For the foodies, good food, good mood. And as my students say, period. And trust us, you won't go hungry. The Breakfast Hub will be serving up mini burgers, mini pizzas, and their famous goat and fish waters. Need a sweet treat? We've got you covered with Ara's delectable goodies and Creamy's ice cream to keep the kids cool and happy. For the wine lovers, a little jazz, a little wine, and everything's fine. Thanks to our amazing partner, Barefoot, we're setting up an exclusive wine lounge, a cozy spot to sip, chat, and soak in the jazzy ambience. And as if that weren't enough, the Lighting Wave will be adding a stunning light show, elevating the mood on and off the stage. For our beloved alumni, we cannot host this spectacular event without acknowledging our pioneer alumni, like Christoph from Sutton Place Hotel, Mandy Lawrence, Imad Astafan from Bloombox, and many others. Their support is a testament to the strong foundation Pioneer Prep has provided in successful futures. Also, a special thanks to Central Credit Union Limited and Minier 7-Eleven for their generous support. Where do you get your tickets? You can grab your tickets at Pioneer Prep or our trusted partner, Deepak Scholar Lab in Roseville. Prices just $20 for students and $40 for adults. And if you're an early bird, we've got some special entrance for paraphernalia because, as we say in the dance world, Uncle Ray early. Showtime is 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Now, despite the rumors that we're just a bougie school, what we really are is a school that invests in our children's future, providing them with a solid foundation to thrive in this world. So mark your calendars and come join us this Saturday, April 5th, from 4 to 8 at Pioneer Prep Grounds for your official Jazz and Creole Fringe event as we count down to May 4th. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Ms. Dorval. Our eyes were closed and we pictured a beautiful event. Thank you very much. Up next, we head to Portsmouth. We're going to the beach. It's going to be jazzy. Jazz on the beach. For that event, I invite to the podium Mr. Vincent Etienne.
Thank you, Monel. Good morning, everyone. I recognize the presence of Honorable Fenella Williams, Wenham Shepherd, Mr. George Coles-Lathig, Miss Iodeli Andrew, the jazz Creole artists, the French partners who are here with me, members of the media, all the other invited guests. It is said that the best rhythm and jazz you get are really from the waves that pound our shore. And, a number of persons, normally come in not only to look at sunsets, but also to listen to the wave pounding and trying to cipher the music that's coming from there. And this is one of the things that we want to expound on Saturday, the 3rd of May, when at the Purple Beach Club, we'll be hosting Jazz on the Beach. We also like to call it Jazz on the Seashore, because this is an event where we want as many persons to come in, nicely dressed and everything, but there's also the option for persons, the ladies, to walk on the sand, get their feet, their toes in the sand. So on Saturday, 3rd of May, from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m., we're going to have some top jazz musicians. And, the more mature, the more experienced, the experts in the field, people like Bird, Freddie Nicholas, Julie Mate, and friends, a host of persons who have really proven themselves in terms of jazz and overall music will be doing this stuff together with a number of local DJs and artists. There are also going to be a lot of mingling, lots of creative cocktails. Drinks will be at reduced prices. There's much to eat and drink. Everything with the Creole theme that we promoted. But even, I really need to stress on that one. There is going to be a giant bonfire on the beach. That is something that has been attracting persons for a while. So we'll have the mother of all bonfires, where people are going to be dancing around, singing, telling stories, and looking at the site where the festival is going to be happening. Because as you may be aware, our location is the one that is closest to the site itself. we're right on the Purple Turtle Beach. So I really want to take the opportunity to not only invite the mature audience, persons really who understand and appreciate jazz, but we also want to invite the young people to come in and develop an even stronger appreciation for that genre of music. You know, so overall, I want to invite everyone. I know the PAL rep here is going to tell you of a number of other events that's happening in the Portsmouth area. This is just one from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Saturday. So we want to invite persons not only to come in for that activity, but to come spend the weekend in Portsmouth. And as I said, the PAL rep will tell us a lot more about that. But in Portsmouth, there is going to be a lot of stuff happening. And we have a lot of accommodations as well. You know, we're not just talking about Intercontinental, but we have hundreds of spaces that are available and waiting for you. But again, let me just invite everyone to on Saturday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. with some of the best jazz musicians on island, together with some of the most wonderful cocktails, lots to eat and drink, and the mother of all bonfires, where we're going to take our shoes off and dance and tell our stories and do all that kind of stuff right on the beach. So remember the date? Saturday, 3rd May. That's the day or the night before the main event from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. It's Jazz on the Beach or Jazz on the Seashore, as you might want to call it. And that's at the Purple Turtle Beach Club. And I want to invite everyone, all Dominicans, everyone, come down to Portsmouth, come down to the Purple Turtle area, and let's have a ball. Let's make this the best jazz and Creole event ever. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Etienne. We look forward to that bonfire and all the excitement in Portsmouth for Jazz on the Beach or Jazz on the Shoreline. Yeah, either one you like. Options. Up next, we're going to hear from one more event. This one happens every Friday. Tuesday, actually. Tuesday before Friday. And it's a jazz event. Yes? And for that, I invite to the podium Higana Adorable. She's going to tell us all about Jazz in the City Creole Fusion at Katai Restaurant.
Good morning again, jazz lovers. Every Tuesday, Katai transforms into the heartbeat of live music, and this April, we're taking it up a notch because we've officially dubbed it Jazz Month. We kicked off April with the soul-stirring songs of Cheyenne, and next Tuesday, get ready for an electrifying experience as the eccentric Dargel, backed by her full band, takes us on a musical journey like no other. Then on April 15th, the smooth and sultry Alicia graces our stage, followed by the talented Firelander on April 22nd. And then the grand finale, our official Jazz and Creole Fringe event on April 29th, a night where music meets magic, featuring Our Lady of Song, Ophelia Marie, the softer side of our Bouillon Queen, Carlin XP, the melanin queen herself, Marie Pascal. This sweet musical escapade would not be possible without our amazing sponsors, Raffles Hardware Supplies, Katai Restaurant and Bar, Arden Sounds, The Lighting Wave, and NNC Creations. So sip away and soak in the songs because at Jazz in the City, the music never stops.
And thank you very much, Ms. Dorival, for that presentation. So, I will inform that there are about 21 events for the Jazz and Creole experience, and we are likely to have more events on our calendar. It will be updated as time progresses. Let's find out what's happening. Every Friday until May 2nd, there's the Fusion Fridays at Tropical Blends Cafe. Every Tuesday, Jazz in the City Creole Fusion, Katai Restaurant. April 1st, Jazz and Pan, Bedford Street, Portsmouth. Rather, May 1st. On April 5th, Jazz at Pioneer. That's at the Pioneer Preparatory School. April 12th, Afro-Caribbean Fusion at Anchorage Hotel. April 30th, Picnic, and that's taking place on the lawn at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. 20th, On the 24th, Jazz and Me, and that's at the Realm. On the 25th, Jazz and Cocktails at Alias Frances. April 26th, Jazz and Dine with Lily Octave at Cabrit's Resort and Spa. On the 26th, Jazz Vesper at the State House grounds. April 27th, Aurora Aura, that's it, thank you. Aura Premium Brunch Experience at the Factory. April 30th, Jazz and Karaoke at the Karaoke Lounge that is opposite the American Canadian Medical School. Also on the 30th, Jazz at the Fort happening at Fort Young Hotel. May 1st, Jazz, Creole, and Wine at the Realm. May 2nd, Jazz Under the Stars at Borough Square. May 3rd, Jazz and Culture Fusion, and that is at 1 Mile in Portsmouth. Also on the 3rd, Jazz in Paradise, Paradise Valley in Bourne. Also on the 3rd, Jazz on the Beach, aka Jazz on the Shoreline. On May 4th, we have the Jazz After Party at the Bell Hall Beach Spot in Tatan. On the 5th, Jazz Seafood Lime to Carrie Bay. Also on the 5th, Breakfast Village at Indian River in Portsmouth. And of course, main event, May 4th, Cabrit's National Park, Jazz and Creole. Up next, what can you do in Portsmouth? What to expect? Do us a favor, do yourself a favor. Come to Portsmouth for an entire weekend and have a wonderful experience. To give you details of that experience you can have in the North, Portsmouth, I invite to the podium the parliamentary representative for the Portsmouth constituency, Honorable Fenella Wenham Shepherd.
Good morning, everyone, inclusive of our viewing public. Sound good? Good morning, everyone. Good morning. And our viewing public. I'll begin by saying, Portsmouth, my jazz, my Creole look, my everything. Monel said, what is happening in Portsmouth? A lot happens in Portsmouth during that period. And I just want to encourage our locals especially to book and to start organizing for your staycation. Because as soon as Thursday comes, that Friday and Saturday and Sunday and Monday, you'll be in Portsmouth and the Portsmouth area. So you might as well, for those of you who have not put in your leave request yet, it's probably not too late. You may still have some time to do so. So you definitely want to book a Portsmouth area staycation. The dynamism that comes with Jazz and Creole doesn't permit that I stick to a script per se. But in the Portsmouth area, and I'm saying Portsmouth area because we're the capital of the North, so I'll bring in everybody else. We have a fusion of music. We have a number of bands, and some of them are already partnering with other groups to bring some of our events, namely, we have on April 30, we have Jazz and Karaoke at the Karaoke Lounge, that is in Picard. We have Jazz and Pan, and that is on Bedford Street, that is on May 1st. We have Jazz Under the Stars, it's going to be on May 2nd at the Borough Square. The Borough Square is our bus stop, so some people know it as the bus stop, the Portsmouth bus stop at the Borough Square. Also on May 2nd, we have Reggae at the River, and that's at Mano's Cornerstone Bar and Grill. It's in the Tartan area. We have as well Jazz in Paradise, that's on May 3rd, as well as Jazz and Culture Fusion, which is at NSC in 1 Mile. And we have the Breakfast Village. Last year, the village ran for 1 day. This time we're going to have it on the 4th and 5th of May. And the Breakfast Village, of course, offers a variety of local cuisine and other specials. I was there last year and it was amazing. The food, the company, some more music, jazz, and some bouillon and a mix because it's Creole, right? So we had a little bit of everything at the Breakfast Village. This year it promises to be even bigger and better. More vendors are coming on board, which is great. And Monel alluded that there will be many more events coming on, and yes, some of them will be brought to you by my dear, sweet, accommodating, and friendly constituents. So in Portsmouth, we offer a number of places to go for not just relaxation. The Cabrits itself and the vicinity of the Cabrits area provides not just for the day of the festival, but it allows you to have that calmness, that relaxation, because that is essentially what jazz is about. So we do offer that sort of environment. One of the other things too, and very critical, is that for those coming in, we have some pages available that you can visit so you can get more information on the events, not necessarily with the Ministry of Tourism page, but that's a good one to go to as well. But we have the Portsmouth Town Council working very hard to ensure that people know where to go, how to get there. So you can visit the Portsmouth Town Council's page on Facebook. We also have what's happening in Porsey that's providing quite a bit of information, from accommodation to booking taxis and that sort of thing. And while we're on taxi, we also toying seriously though with the idea of doing the water taxi, which would help to improve some of the transportation issues that we've heard coming out from our past jazz events. So we look into that as well. And I was told that we also have some tours before the jazz event itself, so you can definitely do the Indian River tour. That would be very beautiful to do. I think I have covered more or less all of the things that we needed to touch on. So just again to invite everyone, not just locals, but we invite those living abroad, our French brothers and sisters to come across, come and experience a different jazz. And just before I end, I will give you just a few more lines from a piece that obviously was specially created for my event, my everything event. So I'll close by reciting bliss, beyond magical, rhythmic sedation, lyrical fantasies, my everything, jazz and Creole, come to the imaginary real, come to wanting more and unending, come to my everything, come to sacred measure of love expressed in jazz and Creole, come, feel your senses, it's our bliss, our transcendence, our everything in jazz and Creole. Cabritz, Portsmouth, my everything.
Thank you very much, Minister Shepherd. And I'm happy that your everything is jazz and Creole. This is wonderful. So you're invited to come to Portsmouth. In fact, spend a weekend. You're going to come early, enjoy the environment, stay for jazz, and spend some more time in the community. We will be happy to have you as always. Up next, let's talk more about Jazz and Creole, the event. And for that, I invite to the podium Miss Ayodele Andrew. She is the Festival and Events Manager of Discover Dominica Authority. Miss Andrew.
Good morning. Honorable Fenella Wenham Shepherd, Parliamentary Representative for the Portsmouth constituency. I'll just do a little adjustment here. Mr. Gerard Kuzlatig, Chairman of Dominica Festivals Committee, jazz and Creole artists, jazz and Creole French partners, members of the media, invited guests, our viewers online, and of course, you know, culture and music lovers. Monel, I will tell you, there will be no singing or poetry here. So manage your expectations. Okay, so of course, I am thrilled to be here for our inaugural press conference for the highly anticipated Jazz and Creole 2025. This year, of course, May 4th, Sunday, May 4th at 2 p.m. at Fort Shirley at the Cabrits National Park. In the scenic Portsmouth, of course, the My Everything. And this year we are dedicated to crafting an extraordinary experience where soulful melodies of jazz harmoniously blend with the infectious rhythm of our Creole soul, all set against the stunning backdrop of Dominica's beauty. It is a celebration of where music, nature, culture converge in perfect harmony. Of course, we have unveiled a stellar lineup of artists for you. As you know, we have prepared we expect that you will have some remarkable performance experience we have sensational reggae star Itana from Jamaica, the trumpet master from Trinidad, Etienne Charles, Dominica's very own jazz opera singer Marie-Claire Giraud, the versatile swinging stars, soulful Abia Israel, captivating Shalina, who you've had a taste from this morning, the powerful Marie Claire, the Booyah Queen herself, who will be showing us a softer side, Carlin XP, and who has given us an expeditious day. Yes. The dynamic Colton T and the electrifying Signal Band. I think we couldn't ask for anything more. Could you? No. Okay. So beyond the incredible musical performances, of course, we are featuring our Creole culture. So we have a dazzling fashion show. We have the unique boutique Dominic, where our local artisans will feature their crafts, from soaps to special clothing items to our local oils, and there's an opportunity for you to purchase at the boutique Dominic. We, of course, can't forget the captivating cultural performances from our heritage, and that will be on show, as well as the food. Food is essential not just for the nourishment, but while we at this fun-filled family event, we would like to have some delight for our taste buds. And as a family event, there is a kids zone so that children attending the event, that they can also experience things that children would like to enjoy. So there's the bouncing castle, cotton candy and popcorn, and games to keep the children engaged and excited as well. So we have available, since we launched on March 20th, since we launched the event, we have a special early bird ticket available online. These are limited, so get them while stocks last at EC $135, US $52. And we have an exclusive VIP package at EC $350, US $145, for those seeking a premium festival experience. And I know everybody will ask, about physical tickets. So as soon as those are available, we will let you know so you can purchase them. The tickets online are available at dominicafestivals.com. You can go onto our page and purchase your early bird ticket while they're available. The theme this year is Sunset Creole Chic. It's not just a dress code. It embodies the feeling of the warm sunset hues is that spectacular view that you get that from Fort Shirley of the Prince Rupert's Bay and the sun setting right against the Caribbean Sea. So we are embodying that in how we dress, how we experience the jazz and Creole this year. It's an unforgettable atmosphere, I promise you. So we encourage everybody. I know a lot of people have started. Even before we announced the theme, many people were calling, oh, what's the theme? Because they need to go to their seamstress. So we are excited to see our patrons' fashion parade. So we extend an invitation following, of course, the parliamentary representatives' invitation to music lovers, culture enthusiasts, and families. Join us at Jazz and Creole. Come experience the magic, not only on May 4th at Fort Shirley, but spend a weekend in Portsmouth, do that staycation, and experience it with by attending all the other events that are happening from, you heard from the Thursday that there will be events happening in Portsmouth. Pick your event. But I would say go to all of them if you can. Support the event and make it a getaway. And if you need your boss to approve your time off, you can always contact the PAL rep. I'm sure she will, sign off for you. We thank our partners and the people who are working hard to ensure that we execute an exciting event for you and that you will have a great experience at this event and that you will continue to grow with us as we grow the event and expand on the experience that we offer to you. So you can follow us on our social media pages. We are consistently updating the information, and we will see you on May 4th from 2 p.m. at Fort Shirley at the Cabrits National Park for Jazz and Creole 2025. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Andrew. And looking forward to seeing you guys in Portsmouth for Jazz and Creole. Remember the date, it's May 4th. And the theme, of course, Sunset Creole Chic. So you have to come in the theme. So let me give you a short description of the theme. So you're expected to dress in the warm, vibrant colors of Dominica's sunset. So think deep coral, rich gold, warm orange, vibrant red, and bright yellow. Add softer touches with peach, magenta, and muted teal. And you can finish with natural accents like bamboo, earthy browns, and creamy whites. So go for the breezy, the island chic look. Think flowy dresses, linen shirts, bold prints, and tropical accessories. So there's lots of options for the Creole Sunset Chic theme this year. So there's something for everyone. So pick a color and come regardless of, or if you don't want to dress in the theme, it's okay. You're welcome. Come join us for Jazz and Creole. To wrap things up for us nicely, I invite to the podium Mr. Gerald Kuzlatik. He's the chairman of Dominica Festivals Committee.
I was really hoping that I didn't have to talk to you, and the minister left. Okay. Good morning, everybody. It is a pleasure to be here as we gather for this important press conference ahead of the 13th edition of Jazz and Creole, happening on May 4th at the Cabrits National Park. 13 years ago, this festival started as an idea, an opportunity to blend the smooth rhythm of jazz with the vibrant energy of Creole music in a setting that celebrates our culture. Today, It has evolved into one of Dominica's most anticipated events, uniting families, friends, visitors, and music enthusiasts to experience the best of Dominica culture, music, and cuisine. But this success didn't happen overnight. It has been made possible by the support of our sponsors, stakeholders, partners, and media. Some of you along the way have been with us from the very beginning. Others have joined along the way. But all of you have played a vital role in shaping this festival. So before I go any further, I want to thank you for your commitment, your investment on behalf of Jazz and Creole. Your belief in Jazz and Creole. This event is an economic boost for Dominica. Every year, we see hotels in the north filled, local businesses thriving, vendors showcasing their best, and the Cabrit National Park transformed into a cultural hub. Jazz and Creole is proof that when we invest in our culture, we also invest in our economy, our people, and our future. Now, as we count down to May 4th, I would like personally to invite each and every one of you to be part of it. Whether you have been to every edition or this is your first, you don't want to miss it. Come for the music, come for the food, come for the vibes. Most importantly, come to celebrate what makes Dominica unique. Once again, a huge thank you to everyone working behind the scenes to make this festival a reality. See you all at Jazz and Creole May 4th at the Cabrit National Park. And by the way, I've already booked my accommodation from Friday to Monday. Okay, definitely. It's always a great experience for me. Anyway, thank you very much and see you all soon. All right.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kuzlatik, and I'm happy that you've already booked your accommodation for the weekend, right? Good stuff. So as we wrap up today's press conference, I want to take a moment to thank all of our presenters for sharing their excitement and passion behind Jazz and Creole 2025. It's going to be a special one, so we're glad to have you with us today. To everyone here, to those watching from afar, we invite you to be part of something truly amazing this year. Join us on May 4th at Fort Shirley in the Cabrit National Park for the 13th edition of Jazz and Creole. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. It's a celebration of everything we love about Dominica: the music, the culture, and the people. So, whether you're flying with Liat 20, Win Air, Sunrise, Caribbean Airlines, American Airlines, or United Airlines, or hopping on a boat with RFS Express de Zeal, getting to Dominica has never been easier. Make the most of it and spend a weekend in Portsmouth, where you can enjoy the festival and support our wonderful local community. And hey, don't forget to get your Sunset Creole chic outfits ready. You still have time. And if you don't want to dress in the theme, it's okay. We still want you to come. Come to Jazz and Creole. It's not just about the music, it's about coming together and celebrating Dominica the only way we know how. And we'd love for you to share your moments from the festival. So ensure you take photos and videos, tag us, Dominica Festivals, on Facebook and Instagram, and use the hashtag Jazz and Creole 2025, hashtag Jazz and Creole, hashtag Dominica, and hashtag Dominica Festivals, so we can follow you and share your journey. And for details of tickets, the full schedules, and more, be sure to visit www.dominicafestivals.com and follow us on Instagram and Facebook, Dominica Festivals. We can't wait to see you at Jazz and Creole 2025. Let's make it a weekend to remember. Thank you very much for your attention. My name is Monel Alexis. Until next week, Thursday, 10 a.m. Do take care. Thank you for coming.
this was the Jazz and Creole press conference. We thank you for joining us this morning.
That was lovely. Thanks for coming. It was great.